students, welcome to another session of All Fours e-learning program. Right, I am DNR, your physics lecturer. This is physics session number 14. Now in this session we will take up the illustrations of the addition and subtraction of vectors. Well, suppose addition, questions relating to addition and subtraction of vectors, right? We will go for it. Before going to that, let's have a review of what we have learned in the earlier classes. So I was telling you, physics is a subject of measurement. You measure. So when you measure things, right, then you get a quantity called physical quantity. Physical quantities are of two types, scalars, vectors. Scalar is the quantity which has got magnitude but has no direction. Well, even if it has direction, it has no significance. Vectors are quantities which have got both magnitude and direction, and they obey the laws of vectors. Right? We have represented the vectors by three methods. We have taken the different types of vectors. We have talked about the resolution of vectors. We have taken the addition of vectors. You know, addition of vectors is of two types, graphical method, analytical method. In graph method, we have taken two things called triangle law and polygon law. For two vectors, triangle law. For many vectors, polygon law. Then the analytical method of finding the formula for the resultant. No, this is Palagam law of vectors. So according to Palagam law of vectors, suppose if I am talking about addition of vectors, r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Addition of vectors, r bar is a bar plus b bar. So a bar is one vector, b bar is another vector, represented as two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. A bar and b bar are two vectors represented as two sides of parallelogram. Then the diagonal passing through the point of intersection of vectors represent the resultant vector. If two vectors are represented as two adjacent sides of parallelogram in magnitude and direction, then the diagonal passing through the point of intersection of vector represents the resultant vector in magnitude and direction. So therefore, magnitude of the resultant mod r, it is under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is the magnitude. The angle made by the resultant vector with one of the vector alpha, then tan alpha is given as b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. So if two vectors are represented as two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then the resultant vector, the diagonal passes the point of resultant vector, point of intersection of vectors gives the resultant vector. Magnitude of resultant is root of a square b square 2ab cos theta, tan alpha is like this. Similarly, if we take up the subtraction of vectors, then in subtraction, right, subtraction of two vectors, s bar is a bar minus b bar. Well, here r bar, this is addition of vectors. Addition resultant, this is called addition resultant of two vectors. That is the subtraction resultant of two vectors. Here r bar is a bar plus b bar. Here s bar is a bar minus b bar, or s bar I can write as a plus of minus b. Well, b is like this, but I am taking minus b, a bar minus b. So it is subtraction resultant. If these two are also represented as two sides of parallelogram, then the diagonal represents the resultant vector. The diagonal passes to the point of intersection represents the resultant vector. This is subtraction resultant. And this represents the addition resultant r bar. Right? Now, so therefore, magnitude of the subtraction resultant, the angle between a and b is theta. This is 180 minus theta. So, subtraction magnitude is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab, minus 2ab cos theta. Addition resultant is plus 2ab cos theta. Subtraction is minus 2ab cos theta. The angle made by the subtraction resultant with the vector, this is theta. So tan beta is given as b sin theta by a minus b cos theta. This is the subtraction resultant. Right? So this is addition resultant, subtraction resultant. Suppose if I take up the combination of these two, like suppose if he is asking you to find out what is r bar plus s bar, the resultant of r bar and s bar, the resultant of the addition resultant and subtraction resultant, right? Then you know addition resultant is a bar plus b bar and subtraction resultant is a bar minus b bar. plus a bar plus b bar minus b bar cancel, then it is 2a bar. So r bar plus s bar is 2a bar. Right? You see, you can represent it like this. Suppose if this is vector a bar, this is b bar, then the addition resultant is r bar. Well, this is vector a bar, this is minus b bar, the subtraction resultant is another diagonal. So if I take these two as two parallelogram like this, then the resultant of this is 2a bar. This is a, b. If I complete the parallelogram, this is r bar. This is a, this is minus b. If I complete the parallelogram, this is s bar. If I take r and s as one, complete the parallelogram, then this is a and this is another a. So the resultant is 2. So that is the reason why r bar plus s bar is equal to 2a bar. Similarly, suppose if he is asking to find out what is r bar minus s bar. If he is asking to find out what is r bar minus s bar. So r bar minus s bar means a bar plus b bar, a bar plus b bar minus of a bar minus b bar. So it is a bar plus b bar minus a bar plus b bar. So you get it as 2b bar. R is a bar plus b bar minus a plus b. So it's 2b bar. Even this also you can show by diagram a and b. This is r bar. Well, a and minus b, this is s bar. Suppose if I take minus s, this is minus s. If I complete the parallelogram, I get this resultant. It is twice of p. 2 times of p. So this way, the resultant combination of r and s can be written like this. Combination of r and s. Well, then there was another question. He was asking you, if r bar is the addition resultant, s bar is subtraction resultant, then what is mod r bar square plus mod s bar square? This is a previous entrance question. In one of the entrance question it was asked, if r bar is the addition resultant, s bar is the subtraction resultant, then what is the square of their magnitude, sum of the squares of their magnitudes? Well, mod r is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So mod r square, so it is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta whole square plus mod s square. Mod s is root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta whole square. So simplifying this, I will get it as a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And this I will get it as a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Adding both. So finally a square, I get 2 times a square plus b square. So mod r square plus mod s square is equal to 2 times of a square plus b square. So this is the sum of the squares of the addition magnitude, sum of the squares of the magnitude of addition resultant and subtraction resultant. It is 2 times a square plus b square. Right? Very important question once asked in one of the entrance examination there. Okay. So this way the magnitude. Similarly, you can ask you to find out what is mod r square minus mod s square. Subtraction of these both. So this is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta under root. Well, minus of whole square. Minus of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta whole square. Well, this is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta and minus of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Well, simplifying you get a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta minus a square minus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So a square, b square cancel. I get it as 4ab cos theta. The subtraction of the squares of the magnitude of the addition and subtraction resultant. So this way you can combine r bar and s bar, right? So these are the examples. Faster. Let us take an illustration like there are two vectors a bar and b bar. Magnitude of a bar is something like, let us say 8 newtons and magnitude of b bar is something like 6 newtons. Now we are asked to find out the magnitude and the direction for the addition and subtraction resultants for different angles. Right, let us take a simple example and illustrate. Let us understand how the variation takes place for addition and subtraction resultant. So on the left hand side I am taking the addition resultant. This is the addition resultant of two vectors, and here we are taking the subtraction resultant of two vectors. Here it is subtraction resultant, and we shall analyze the magnitudes. First case, if theta is equal to 0, then how would the resultant vector be? That is, A bar is like this, mod A bar is 8, B bar is like this, mod B bar is 6. Both are in same direction. Then the addition resultant mod R. We know when angle is 0, we know actually mod R is root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Now theta is 0, cos 0. Well, cos 0 is 1. If cos 0 is 1 here, then it is A plus B, simply A plus B. So the answer is 18 plus 6, answer 14 Newton. This is maximum. Similarly, if I take up the same for theta 0, if I find the subtraction resultant, it is root of A square plus B square minus 2AB cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So cos 0 1. So if this is 1, this is A minus B. So A minus B whole square root cancel. So it is 8 minus 6, it's 2 newtons. This is the minimum resultant. The magnitude is minimum. Case 1. So when angle is 0, the addition resultant is maximum, subtraction resultant is minimum. Right? So for what angle the addition resultant will be 0, or addition resultant is maximum, or subtraction resultant is minimum. Now he will be asking this for this. Same question can be asked in vector notation. It can be asked in vector notation like this. A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that the question is given in vector form. C bar is A bar plus B bar, mod C is mod A plus mod B. Then what is the angle between A and B? So the question is given in vector notation. A, B, C are three vectors such that the condition is C bar is A bar plus B bar, and the magnitude of C is magnitude of A plus magnitude of B. Then what do you infer? So C bar is A bar plus B bar, that is addition resultant. Addition resultant is R bar, that is A bar plus B bar. Subtraction resultant is S bar, that is A bar minus B bar. So C bar is A bar plus B bar, then C A plus B, what do you infer? So addition resultant is A plus B when the angle is 0. So the angle between A and B is 0. Or A bar, B bar are like vectors, parallel or like vectors. Even the resultant will also be in the same direction. So the R bar is also in the same direction. So C bar, A bar, B bar are all in the same direction. They are like vectors. So this way you can find out them. If the same question is asked like this instead, the same question can be asked even this way also. A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that C bar is A bar minus B bar and mod C is mod A minus mod B. Then what do you infer? So now the C is the subtraction of these both. So it is subtraction S, and the magnitude is A minus B. The magnitude is A minus B. When is it possible? When theta is 0. So then angle between A and B is 0, or A bar and B bar are parallel or like vectors. So that way question is simple, but the way it is depicted, the presentation of the question can be difficult. You can put it in addition vectors, subtraction vectors, you can put it in any form. Right? Case 1, first case. Well, the same thing if he is asking in second case, case 2. Let's take if theta is 180 degrees. In the sense, A bar is like this, but B bar is this way. Mod A is 8, mod B is 6, but in opposite direction. Then what do you infer? Mod R. We know mod R is root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, but when theta is 180, it is under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. So you get minus 2ab. So this is a minus b. That is 8 minus 6, it's 2 Newton minimum. You see, when theta is 180, the magnitude of the resultant is same as that when theta is 0, the subtraction of vectors is same. So here also, if theta is 180 degrees, then mod s, we know the formula is a square plus b square minus 2ab cos 180. You know cos 180 is minus 1, minus 1 minus plus. So it's a square plus b square plus 2ab. So it is a plus b. So that is 8 plus 6, it is 14 Newton, that is maximum. So when theta is 0, addition is maximum, subtraction is minimum. When theta is 180, addition is minimum, subtraction is maximum. So addition subtraction varies inversely. When this is maximum, that is minimum. When that is maximum, this is minimum. Right? So when theta minimum, so when theta is 180, the subtraction is maximum there. Same question. He is now depicting in vector notation. A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that C bar is A bar plus B bar and mod C is mod A minus mod B. Then implies what are A and B. Now this time C is A plus B, addition resultant. But the magnitude is A minus B, minimum. Addition resultant is minimum when it is theta 180. So the angle is 180 degrees. Angle 180. That is A bar and B bar are in opposite direction. They are unlike vectors. They are opposite direction. Unlike anti-parallel vectors like this. Right? So addition resultant is minimum when the angle is 180 degrees. Now the same question if it is putting in this form. Suppose C bar, A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that C bar is A bar minus B bar this time. Right? And mod C is mod A plus mod B. So, it is C is A bar minus B bar, that is subtraction resultant, but the magnitude is maximum. When is the subtraction resultant maximum? When theta 180. So, angle between A and B is 180 degrees. Angle 180 degrees. Right? So, A and B are in opposite direction. Anti-parallel vectors are unlike vectors. So, he can change whether this plus or minus or this plus or minus. Accordingly, the angle changes. If this is plus, this is plus. Addition resultant is plus maximum. Addition resultant maximum theta 0. Answer will be 0. This is plus but this is minus. Addition resultant but minimum. Then angle is 180. Now both this is minus. Subtraction resultant minimum. Subtraction resultant is minimum when theta 0. But this is minus, this is plus. It is 180. So the combinations. Like simple question, but a small sign changes the total format of the question. Should be very careful with such type of questions. Right? He will be asking you the nature of the vectors, parallel vectors, anti-parallel vectors, or he will ask you the angle or whichever, anything it is. Right? He can question you in any form. Second case. Case 3. Theta is 90 degrees. So A bar and B bar. Mod A is 8, mod B is 6, angle 90. Then we know mod R is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So it's root of A square plus B square. So it is under root of 8 square plus 6 square. It's under root of 64 plus 36. It's root 100, answer 10 Newton. Similarly, if theta here is equal to 90 degrees, then what is mod S? Same formula. Root of A square plus B square, the magnitude is minus 2AB cos 90. But again cos 90 is 0. If cos 90, cos 90 is 0. So it's root of A square. Again we will get it as 8 square plus 6 square. It's under root of 64 plus 36. It's root 100. Answer 10 Newton. Answer 10. You see, when theta is 90 degrees, the magnitude of addition result and subtraction result both are equal. Now, when theta is 90, then mod S is equal to mod R there. So, mod R and mod S are equal when angle between A and B is 90 degrees. Mod R and mod S are both same when the angle is 90. A and B are perpendicular vectors. A and B both are perpendicular. Suppose if we state this question like this, A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that C bar is A bar plus B bar and mod C is root of mod A square plus mod B square implies A and B are. So the addition C bar this time is A bar plus B bar, addition resultant, it is root of A square plus B square. When is it root of A square B square? When theta is 90. So angle is 90 degrees, both are perpendicular. Same thing, C bar is A bar minus B bar, then also it is the same thing. A bar minus B bar also it is root of A square B square when theta is 90. A and B are perpendicular vectors, both are perpendicular vectors. It is possible only when they are perpendicular. So mod C, mod of the addition resultant or subtraction resultant both are same when theta is 90 degrees, when vectors are perpendicular. He can even change this vector like this. He can even change the problem like this. A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar are four vectors such that C bar is A bar plus B bar and D bar is A bar minus B bar. If mod C is equal to mod D implies, if C bar is A plus B, addition resultant, D bar is A minus B, subtraction resultant. This is A addition resultant, that is subtraction resultant, and both are of same magnitude. So addition resultant and subtraction resultant both are of same magnitude. Then what do you infer? We infer that A and B are perpendicular, theta 90 degrees. Right? Magnitude of the addition and magnitude of subtraction both are equal. Then theta is 90, perpendicular vectors. So you can deduce the thing like this. This way, the resultant, different cases of the resultant subtraction can be analyzed like this. Right? So when theta is 0, this is minimum, that is maximum. When theta 180, this is minimum, that is maximum. So from this, what do you infer? We infer that as the angle, here as the angle increases from 0 to 180, as the angle increases from 0 to 180, the magnitude of the resultant is decreasing from maximum to minimum. So the magnitude of the resultant vector, addition resultant decreases. So as theta increases from 0 to 180, magnitude of R bar, that is addition resultant, decreases. But as the angle increases, subtraction resultant, it is changing from minimum to maximum. So the magnitude of the subtraction resultant is increasing. So as the angle increases from 0 to 180, magnitude of the addition resultant decreases, but the magnitude of subtraction resultant increases. It is like this. At 90, at theta is 90, mod R will be equal to mod S. At 90 degrees, both are equal. So when from 0 to 90, now from this, if the angle is theta less than 90, acute, it's acute angle, then mod R is greater than mod S. If theta is less than 90, obtuse, then mod R is less than mod S. But when theta is 90 degrees perpendicular, then mod R is equal to mod S. When the angle is less than 90, that is acute angle, addition resultant is greater than subtraction resultant. So mod A plus B, mod A bar plus B bar greater than mod A bar minus B bar. But when theta is less than 90, this is greater than 90, obtuse angle, then addition resultant will be less than subtraction resultant. But when they are equal, addition resultant and subtraction resultant are equal. Very important inequality. This is an important inequality which you can expect in your entrance examination. Right? The question seems to be very simple, but there is lot of understanding from it. There is lot of things, there are many things you can understand from this. First, addition resultant is plus 2ab cos theta, subtraction is minus 2ab cos theta. Right? So as theta, this is as theta is increasing, addition resultant decreases, but subtraction resultant increases. Right? Here cos is a decreasing function. As theta increases, this decreases. hence the magnitude decreases. But here in this one, decreasing minus of the decreasing function, so the remaining is more, the remaining value is more, so it increases. As angle increases, addition resultant decreases, subtraction resultant increases. For angle less than 90, acute angle, mod r is greater than mod s. But for obtuse angle, mod r is less than mod s. Addition is less, subtraction is more. So you don't get confused that addition is always more than subtraction. Subtraction can also be greater than addition. Sometimes we'll ask you, subtraction of two vectors is greater than addition of two vectors. Is this possible? So you get a doubt, how can subtraction be more than addition? Well, in vectors, it's not mere algebra, it is vector algebra. So in vectors, even subtraction of the vectors can also be greater than addition of the vector. But the angle should be obtuse. Sometimes he'll ask you, can these both be equal? Yes, addition and subtraction both are equal. In ordinary algebra, they are not, they will not be equal. But in vector algebra, they are equal. Both are equal when theta is 90 degrees. Both are equal when theta is 90 degrees. Right? Even I have asked you a question, can addition resultant and subtraction resultant be equal vectorially, not magnitudes only, vectors by magnitude, not only magnitude, even direction also are they equal? Yes, they are equal when the second vector is a null vector. You know, a bar plus 0 bar is a bar minus 0 bar. When 0 is either added or subtracted to any number, the number does not change. Same as in ordinary algebra. Here also, when 0 vector is either added or subtracted, there is no change. This is called the additive identity. When 0 bar is either added or subtracted, it remains same. So that way, you can understand, the question is simple, but what you can infer from it, the points what you can infer. In entrance examination, he may not give you a simple question like this, but he will give you the inference. The points what you infer. As angle increases, what happens? Addition resultant decreases, subtraction resultant decreases. For acute angle, R is more. For obtuse angle, R is less. When are they equal? When theta is 90 degrees. For 90 degrees, okay, right, thank you.